Joining me now in New York is businessman and top executive in the Trump Organization and, of course, member of the First Family, Eric Trump. Thanks for joining me.
Patrick, it's an honor. Thank you.
All right, now we're watching and waiting for the president to take the stage any moment now in Indiana. I want you to take yourself back to the eve of that 2016 presidential election, the night before. What were some of the emotions then as compared to tonight, now that we're 2 years in and the president has asked the people to pretend that his name is on the ballot? How are you feeling?
Listen, tremendous emotions on both nights, and I think as a son, I have even more emotions maybe now than then because we were out there every single day, Patrick, fighting for something that we knew he could achieve. The difference is today he's actually achieved it, right? We have the fastest growing GDP this country has ever seen. We have the lowest unemployment this country has ever seen. We have the lowest female unemployment. We have the lowest African American unemployment. We have the lowest Hispanic unemployment. There are 7.2 million unfilled jobs in this country, meaning there are more jobs available right now than people in this country to take those jobs. I mean, that's how well our economy is doing. People have a 3.1% pay increase. Wages are going up. I mean, this country is doing phenomenally well. 401ks are through the roof. Consumer confidence is through the roof. I mean, markets are through the roof. Everything's going so well in this country, and America's winning again. And so I guess as I look back on emotion, we were right, and he's done the job. And I just hope I hope every Republican, every Trump supporter gets out there and votes tomorrow and rewards him for a job well done. I mean, a job really well done. America's back.
Well, meaning you may not get any sleep tonight, as you probably didn't in 2016 either. Now, one of the biggest questions, of course, is will Republicans keep control of the House? And today, I want to get your reaction to this. Today, Nancy Pelosi wrote to her Democrat colleagues claiming success, saying, quote, "Our inside maneuvering and unified votes against the GOP's efforts to undermine health care and the tax scam for the rich were vital to our success," end quote. How do you respond to that?
My greatest fear is a Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer ticket in there. I mean, America would come to a screeching halt. They want to reverse tax cuts. They want to attack law enforcement. They want to abolish ICE. They want to eliminate plastic straws because that's obviously a high priority for this country. And I mean, it's insane. And they want to resist and obstruct. And Nancy Pelosi was on CNN a couple of days ago saying, I'm just going to subpoena everybody. If we get in, I'm just going to use subpoena power. I'm going to use the power of the pen and just subpoena everybody. And that's what they do in third world countries. That's what they do in, I mean, that's not what we do in America. We're winning right now. Make no mistake about it. America is winning right now. We've got the best military we've ever had. We have the best economy we've ever had. Our vets are being taken care of. Our schools are being taken care of. My father's tackling immigration. He's tackling the opioid crisis. He's, preserving, religious liberty in our nation. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. America is winning. We are the envy of the entire world. We're rated the #1 economy in the world right now. We have the highest stock markets we've ever had. China's down 25%, and you don't even hear them talk about that, on any of the mainstream media. It's an incredible thing. America is absolutely winning right now. Our manufacturing's coming back. Our factories are coming back, and we have to keep it going. And Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they'll double everybody's taxes, and it will come to a screeching halt.
Well, economy and the jobs are obviously at the forefront of many voters' minds. Also, border security. The president's ad about immigration reform has been pulled from some of the TV airwaves from Fox, NBC, and CNN. The president said he thought that ad was effective. So in your mind, what do you feel like these networks are missing when it comes to the message in that ad?
Yeah. Well, listen, I think they're missing a lot of things. I mean, you look at the travesty that was Kate Steinle, and here's a beautiful girl who was murdered in cold blood by somebody who had been deported from this country several times, who had come in illegally. And listen, I'm the product of immigration, but I'm the product of legal immigration. And this nation was built on immigration, but we need legal immigration, right? I mean, there are tens of thousands of people on a list begging to come into this country legally that want to learn the language and want to assimilate and want to do all the right things. And then you have caravans of people rushing through a country to try and come into a country illegally, come across an invisible line, and you can't have it. I mean, without borders, you don't have a country. And all my father's been fighting to do is have a legal system that works in this nation and that protects America, protects American interests, and protects the American worker, and brings the right people into this country who will love our nation. And I mean, he's been adamant about it, and it's a shame not a single Democrat has helped him take on immigration. And 2 years later, you see these massive caravans kind of, marching on our country. And it's a travesty because we could have taken care of the problem a long time ago if we had Democratic support.
Well, and the president was asked today by reporters why doesn't he think that adds offensive, and he said that a lot of things are offensive, and he thinks reporters' questions are offensive a lot of the time. That was his response. A couple more quick ones, Eric, before you go. I know you're a busy man. The president said today that based on proof that there are a lot of people that try to get in illegally and then actually vote illegally, saying that there will be prosecutions at the highest level. He said that today. Does the president feel today illegal votes will play a major factor in these midterms?
Well, listen, I think we see voter fraud out there, right? I mean, there is voter fraud. It's been widely reported over the years. You have certain states that are issuing driver's licenses to, illegal immigrants right now. And if you have a driver's license in those states, you can go out and you can vote. I mean, it's a travesty. And I mean, you should be a citizen of this country in order to vote. I mean, not come in illegally. And you see what's happening with sanctuary cities, and you see what's happening with so many other things, and it undermines our Constitution. It undermines our democracy, and it's not what America wants. There is a legal way to come into this country. There is a legal way to become a citizen of this nation, and it should not involve illegally coming into a country, breaking a law the second you step foot here. I mean, there's a lot of really great people that America would welcome with open arms that should be here, but they need to come in through a proper system. And not the way they're trying to do it by marching on the country and hoping to, overwhelm people at the border. I mean, it's just not right. It's not who we are.
Well, as speaking of the border, California, I have a quick one for you. The president on this historic rally schedule with 3 today. To your knowledge, though, throughout this process, was there ever talk of pushing Republican candidates over the line with a big rally in, say, California, be it the John Cox for governor or the attorney general seat or some of these House races where the president is polling fairly well? Was there ever talk of a California rally or possibly going into 2020?
Well, listen, there's tremendous support in California. I was just out there for Diane Harkey, who's a fantastic person. She's running in California's 49th congressional district, and she's really amazing. And California, make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. It is a critically important state to holding the House. People have to get out there. People have to vote. And again, I just want to, Patrick, I want to end. We're winning as a nation, and if Trump supporters go out and they vote the Republican ticket, this country will continue to win. My father doesn't know how to lose. He's a winner. He wants this country to win. He wants our economy to win. He wants our military to win. He wants everything. We need to be number one at absolutely everything we do because that's who we are as Americans. And people have to get out to the polls tomorrow. And if they do, we're gonna have an awesome night tomorrow. If people are complacent and they take it for granted, it's going to be a much different story. In a single word, is there a state or a race that you're watching in particular that will act as a bellwether? I'm watching a lot of. I think Nevada is very important. I think Arizona is very important. I think Ohio is very important. I think Pennsylvania is important. I mean, I think California, as you just said, is incredibly important. The amount of congressional seats there is astronomical. There's a lot of seats in New York and Pennsylvania. There's a lot of races out there. We're watching them very closely, and he's working. My father has one gear, and that's full speed ahead. He's been working so hard. I mean, it's in his DNA, and he's working for the American people, and he's working to make America great again. And we're the best country in the world, and I hope people reward him for everything that we've accomplished in the last 2 years, because he's done an incredible job for our nation, Patrick. He's done an unbelievable job for our nation. All right, as you said, he's on the ballot 100% in every one of these races as they go to the booth tomorrow. All right, Eric, Trump on the eve of these crucial midterm elections, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.